Hello again, everyone. It is your Black Knight. And I was able to get into Pure Race just as it's launching session. I was that last guy. Let's see, what should we take? What should we take? I'm thinking perhaps not being too creative today. Or I don't feel like going bold. I'm going for a second win for this week so that I could get the daily challenge. Pure Race isn't one of my better tracks, so we'll just see. Pequeño one left, the little one. Bold choice. That's a bold choice. Yeah, well, it should be interesting. That XL might be really tricky to beat if you can handle it. Yeah, it's gonna outpower me, but I'm gonna outhandle him. So a lot can happen during Pure Race. Like, I'm trying for a win. I've got time this week. It's Sunday morning. If I just get some good racing in, I'm happy. It seems like racing's picking up a little bit. I'm not sure why. We have to straighten that out a little bit. There we go. Oh, he tried to do the trick, the trick there. He made it work well enough. That is a dangerous thing to do. Yep, that could happen. I admire the going for the fastest possible route. That's the high risk option. I've done it, I think, once or twice successfully, and it was a situation where I got spun out and didn't really have the speed to go the normal way, but I was able to just do the little kick flip and get it across. I stunned myself when I got it to work. So I mean, if he was doing that, like, that was his standard operating procedure. I did not look at how many laps we've got. So if we've got lots of laps, then, you know, there's a good chance catch-up's going to get me. I'm assuming catch-up. Oh, we'll know how many laps coming through here. 2 at 2. All right, can I hold off the rest of the crew here for a full lap? I'm in a Krieger. I lock my chances, but we'll see what happens. I can make mistakes too, you know. I can push the Krieger too hard and do all kinds of stuff. Or I can go too conservatively, and next thing you know, there's someone on your tail. So far, we're flat out through there. These tubes are a little bit tricky with the way they weave back and forth. Alright, we made it through there. If we don't spin out in the corkscrews. Someone's lining up on me, though. Someone's closing. Lifted a little bit just for a blip there to make sure I held the turn. I'm hearing engines. Are they just on the track next to me? How far ahead am I? It's hard to tell from the map. I don't want to look back. This isn't a good track to look back on. There's not a lot straight. Just Race my own race. Floated it there for a second. Alright, we got straight for that. Come on. It'd be so nice to get the weekly challenge done on the first race. And I'll be honest, I think if that XO had just kept it clean, I don't know that I was catching him. Hey, weekly challenge. I'd gotten a win in my special vehicles races video, so therefore, that should be 2. You finished first. I don't think I was that far ahead of everybody. We'll have to see. Give everybody the GG. Yeah. GG and a like. And 10 seconds. We had a 10-second gap. And we had best lap by 2 seconds. Nice. Nicely done. Turismo R came in second. That XO ended up last. He must have just constantly been trying to stunt out. Can we talk him into Cluster Struck? I would love to do Cluster Struck. Pure Race again? No, let's do the same thing over and over again. That's what I like to do. All right. Well, I'm just happy to race, so, I mean, you know. It's Sunday morning, so there will come a point where I'm going to have to get in the shower and get on with the day here. But I got my win. That is key. That is most excellent. And just in case you're wondering where I'm at, it is double money on bunker week, and I've been working that pretty hard. Not a lot of videos coming out of that because it's bunker work. You've seen it all. But lots of money coming out of it. So I'm now at 250 million plus, so $250 million. That was my goal before the Oscar Guzman thing. That's a lot of wins too. Big circus. Krieger XO. Okay. This might be more competitive. And there's that Turismo. Might be the same mix as last time. I don't know. The XO is... Oh dear! Alright, that's just messy. I was just in the middle of that and I couldn't do anything. Ooh. I don't know if we were just both trying to occupy the same space there. I couldn't do anything with that. I was hit and I lost control. I admire the old school Turismo there. I mean, Turismo is not a bad car. Ooh, over the top overtake. Well, at least this race is more visually interesting. It's way more cinematic. Woo! Ooh, he almost got me there. I almost got turned on the reverse flip side there. Had to lift a lot going into that turn. For some reason. Must have been just a bad line. dicing for third with this other Krieger. Okay, now that had to be somewhat intentional. He's hit me a few times now. Either that, or I mean, he's just someone who, well, this is my line, and if you're there, I'm just assuming it's non-contact, and we'll just see what happens. I think by this point, I don't owe him anything, you know? Or he thinks I tried to do him intentionally in that first kerfuffle, but I mean, I was along for the ride with those accidents. Okay, I know that this can pull a 216 when it's not being completely wrecked out. Well, I've got clear road. Let's see what we can pull off on this one. Alright, that was me pushing. I'm overdriving that. I should have lifted a little bit. So this won't be a 216 race one way or another. Guys, it doesn't take much to not just drive around those, so that they're not laying across. Because that could be a technique too. You know, set obstacles in the way of your fellow competitors. Not what I like to do. All right, a little better through there. There we go. Not overdriving again. Maybe I won the last race so much they just figured, all right, take this guy out. Top 5 is always possible, especially when there's 5 of you. I'm not giving them a GG on this one. Okay, well, top 5 is really possible when someone flops it over. How come nothing changed there? I clearly just passed somebody. Did we lap somebody? That's not really possible. Whoa! Okay, now that was very cinematic. So fourth. How good a comeback can we make? How good a comeback? If this is the last lap, I think fourth is going to be it. I don't think there's enough track. Yeah, not enough track to make it up. I think Dark Frost is the XO that wrecked everybody out of the way. Well, that was at least entertaining. Especially considering it's the same track over and over again. I had one little flub there, so I'm thinking I probably got like a 220 best lap. Yeah, there we go. Ricky Miss Crazy Man. All right, that was. I like the paint job. That's nice. Had 212, so I actually had a faster best lap on this one. Probably because I didn't have catch up. That tells you the difference in the catch up. So I missed best lap by half a second. That was that little flub, that one little slip in the turn. Otherwise, I would have had best lap. All right. I'm thinking in the city. I don't want to do forest. I sure as heck don't want to do pier race again. Just because after a while, it's just the same thing over and over. What will we get? Sometimes I'm surprised. It's like a track that nobody picked. Wasn't even up there. And you get a track. It seems that way sometimes. If it even loads. And here we got in the city. We kinda got in the city. I didn't know Panker Jones was online. I looked for him when I came on. Custom Banshee GTS. I think I'm gonna have to. I think we're just gonna do this hardcore the whole way through. Little GTO. I mean, I think the Niobe is supposed to beat it, the track performance, but once this thing hits the tubes, I mean, I think for stunt races, yeah, she agrees. Interesting duel. Getting close. I lifted there a little bit. I didn't want to wreck us out in the turn. Oh dear. I should have probably lifted on that. Alright, that's gonna... She had also issues, or went under me and took off. I forgot on this one it has some of those jumps where, you know, they're not designed for modern cars. They're designed for cars from 2013 that had a top speed of, oh, I don't know, 115 or 120. You get yourself in a GTO that's boosted by all the bumps on the tube side. You go way faster than that, and it just yeets you. Well, at least we gave her a very vivid image of me just kind of flopping around up there. Still, I'm happy to give Big Circus a win. We're all looking for wins for the week of the challenge. I'm not sure how she got this far ahead of me. I mean, I had a problem there for a few seconds, but wow. Had to do some air control there to keep it rotating at the same rate of the arc of the tube. Oh, that was almost going to be smooth. We're doomed to second anyway, so let's not worry about it too much. Two of three. Okay, well, we can at least try for a best lap. I think that's a thing. We did it again. We did it again. I forgot the thing. Get down. So no, we're not trying for a best lap. No, we're not. Maybe for lap 3. If we can remember not to do that. But at this point, I'm just eating it along because I mean we're way out of contention here. I'm so glad we got the win done early. I think that's the only jump I have to back out of. That first one. So this is in the city, right? Is it city air? It's the other city one where there's a couple where you really, really have to back out. Otherwise you're off the track. Still, definitely the right car for it. If we do City Air or something like that, I might switch. No, I mean, here's the trick: is this thing is just so good in the tubes. If you can pay attention and just use the brakes when you're supposed to, it's going to beat everything. All right, now let's try a lap where I don't screw this up. I don't have catch-up, so I have a good chance of getting a roughy special here if I don't screw it up. 3 of 3. Here we go. Last lap, clean lap. Okay. This time I tapped the brakes there a little bit. That probably wasn't optimal either, but it was more optimal having to go back for the checkpoint. You shouldn't be able to jump over a checkpoint. That should count. And if you come down on the track, that should be fine. With full yeet there. Slow down for these curves because it's not going to take those flat out. I'm actively concerned I won't DNF on this and then I won't get a best lap. Are we more than 30 seconds back? It's possible. I think she's in final approach for the finish line based on the map. Yep, there you go. Timer's going. So, here's the trick. We won't get best lap if we don't finish this. In 19 seconds, brakes, 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 brakes all the way. Come on. Now we're not getting best lap anyway. That was a huge mistake. 12 seconds. 6, 5, 4, barely finished. Yeah, she's gonna have best lap. But that's another little mistake there. I was from when I landed, I was on brakes. I just could not stop in time for the turn. Car's a little too fast for the track, but if you manage it, thank you for the clap. That was very nice. Yeah, I know she crushed me on the fastest lap, so she knows how to drive that thing. That's good. Okay, she's out. She's done. She got her win. Maybe that's the win she needed. Am I alone? Or did I find it? Yeah, I'm alone. All right. Let's see. We're 24 minutes into this. Is that long enough for a video? It probably is. It's not my usual. But well, let's try. Let's do a shorter video here for once. Let's just try that out and see how it works. See if that's is that something that's better. I don't know. But I'm not confident, with the way things are going, that I'll get another set of races to add into this, and then it's like there's no ending. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, this is your Black Knight. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. 2 laps. Confirm settings. And the auto invite on. Okay, let's just try and do this. Join left. All right, look, if we're gonna. Should we try for a special races one, just so that we can see if we can get some triple money? This still might be a pretty short video, because I think I'm only going to push this another 10, 15 minutes. 1 or 2 more races. Depending on how long they are, because the special vehicle ones are longer races. But they're triple money. But no one was doing them, so that they ended up over here. And what's really kind of haunted me is that on the 4th, they're going to split the player base into Legacy and Enhanced for PC. And I think it's like, I don't know that it'll be feasible to get racing going. And I don't even know which side I'm going to be on. Again, not running a brand new PC over here. I'm running a very beefy PC from 2015. I think we're going to have to do the time warp again one way or another here because... Alright, here we go. We're finally out. Online, jobs, play job, Rockstar created, stunt races. Let's try a Deluxo race. No active race found. Search for. That means there might be one. I mean, who knows? Maybe they'll, in the enhanced version, they've fixed whatever matchmaking problems they have, and people can actually find each other. No. Auto invite. Crew members. Have any friends playing? Is Pancro Jones back? He is. Well, we'll send him an invite. I don't know if he's busy. I don't know if he's idling, because it is double money on bunker week. So I've been idling a lot. Putting a car in the LS car meet. Just jamming a couple of credit cards in the keyboard, push down on W so it holds it down. With friction. Doing a car test and let the tires spin off. Which is nice because then you get a whole bunch of LS car meet points and the bunker advances. No one wants to do this. Nobody. And suddenly all these people are invited. Hey, who's going to come and race? Somebody come and play. Hey, comedy, come and play. Today, somebody come give me one more race so we'll round up the video. At least it's a little bit longer than it was at 24 minutes. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da. There was a time when my goal was just to do 3 races. 3 race video, long enough, boom, put it in the books. That's not a bad plan, really. But you can see why I'm not confident enough to say, oh, well, I'll just get another set of 10 races to put in this, make it an hour-long video down the line, because with people doing bunker stuff, and then next week, we're getting the Oscar Guzman Rides Again materials. People will be doing that instead of racing. It could be a while. I'm just happy, number one, that I got the weekly challenge done, and my St. Patty's Day and Easter videos are both in the can. I got one's done and up and uploaded for the 17th. The other one I still have editing to do, but at least I have the clips. Yeah, this ain't happening. And when this goes blank, when we figure out the big guns and Ronnie and Reaper and KV Jesus and or KV Jesus, I don't know, and Violet don't want to race. Violet. It's gathering additional players, but is anybody going to want to do this? I'm guessing not. There comes a point when you guys say, you know what, never mind. I could just be completely addictive about this and try another regular stunt race. Chiliad. Search for job. No one's doing the Chiliad. Duh. Son of a gun! We got more races. All right. Chowie was taken. Paulo. It's in the city again. Why is it that we're getting just the same? Like we get in these races in pairs. All right, maybe this time let's try the Niobe and see how it does. We could do science. I apologize for this being a very weird video. It's definitely weird. We could do the invite players again, my friends. Send them the invite. I don't even know if that does anything when you spam it, but you think it does. Looking at the clock, this is probably going to have to be my last race. If they ever start it. Choe was taken. Does that mean that he wanted the name Choe, but that name was taken, so he called himself Choe was taken? Or does our host have a really tragic history where he was kidnapped at some point? I mean, you know, these things happen. God bless him. More likely the name was taken. See, he's getting a good number of people. I don't understand why. I don't know. I don't know how any of this matchmaking works. Come on, let's kick this. I got places to be here. It's a 4.69 mile track. We got 2 laps to do. If we take 10 minutes to try to load it up to 16, then it's going to come a point where I'm going to have to leave, which would be hilarious. All this effort. Boris, he's like, hey, I got to get to church too. All right, well, you know, Boris, I hear you. I don't want to be that guy who goes, start. You know, it's... Oh, you know what's holding us up? Stanator 17 is just in the infinite join loop. So we have to wait until he crashes out. It's not as bad. He will eventually kick out if he doesn't join. It used to be there your rank didn't even show up, and then you were just in an infinite join loop, and it would just hang the whole... Everyone had to quit. Now, let's see. Kiran Kumaru 02. By the time I said his name, I couldn't even wonder if he was going to get into the infinite join loop. All right, you know, I only have so much rambling I can do while we're waiting for Stanny or 17 to join. Let's do the time warp again.
Hands on your hips.
All right, the instant I stopped recording, everyone just left. The whole thing blew up. It's like I hit the button to stop OBS and it disconnected me. All right, we're done here. I'm. Do you want to try to join up or wherever they? No, the whole session kicked. It looks like. Not the whole session because there's a battle going on. So I mean they must. Rockstar created stunt races. Let's look for in the city again because that's where everybody was, where they might try to go back. I had that happen in one of the previous episodes. Joey was taken as the host again. All right, we're back. Standard's still joining. See, sometimes in my videos, we really truly capture the GTA experience. This is the GTA experience. It's not just the racing, but what it was like to play the game. I think we're going to have to kick Standard, but I mean, you know. So my question was that just my experience? Are all these people who are burbling out because they think everyone's left? Standard has hung up badly, and like I don't know how long. We're gonna have to wait 15 minutes for his game to kick. Like I don't think there's any way to vote kick from me. I think only the you join players info Standard. Commend. That's an interesting thing. We're not going to send him a friend request, but we can't kick him. Hi, Standard. You're slowing us down. Visbeer. Someone's got all of his new gigs. Now we got XD Rude. And Joey was taken. Well, if you dress like that, you can end up taken. I mean, sure, that's just, you know. Yeah, RSS 3006, Xrude, Time H2000. People are, again, burbling in and out. But this guy is the guy holding us up. Everyone here is on call except, and I'm the host. Well, wait a minute, I'm the host now. Can I kick Standard? Additional options. No, I just found it. Where did you find? You join players info. Can I kick? Why can't I kick him? Show profile. Profile not available. How do you kick? I can't play because he's joining. This is just nightmarish. Should we switch it tonight? Current. You take the risk. It'll be night or morning or whatever. Standard, you're ruining everybody's fun. None of the people who were here when I went through this before are still here. You'll flip to this beer and Standard. Now you got Rexme. He's ready for the Cayo Perico. And to be fair, guys, I'm running out of time. I got stuff I gotta do today. Standard, you've taken a race from us. I don't know what else to tell you. You have. It's just terrible. Someone else will have to deal with this. Hopefully it'll be just beer and then it'll be an on-call host. So I hereby abandon this. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, this is your Black Knight. Have a great night. Hey, I got my 100K. Weekly challenge complete. Win 2 stunt races. So at least we did a thing.